You won't believe what transpired on one such Halloween night back in 1974, when the innocent joy of trick-or-treating turned into a real-life nightmare, risking lives of a handful of children. By dawn, 8-year-old Timothy was dead, and the killer was none other than the deadly Candyman. To know who is this Candyman, you will have to stay with me till the end. It was Halloween night, October 31st, 1974, in the quiet suburb of Houston, Texas. Among the families out for trick-or-treating was Ronald Clark O'Bryan, a 30-year-old optician with 2 kids, Timothy, who was 8 years old, and Elizabeth, who was 5 years old. He was joined by a neighbor, Jim Bates, who also had 2 children. Now the group went door to door until they reached one house where no one answered. The kids ran ahead to the next one, leaving O'Bryan momentarily behind. When he caught up, he told the children that the previous house finally answered, giving him 5 giant pixie sticks. He handed one to each child. Back home, Timothy was allowed to eat 1 piece of candy before bed. He chose to eat the pixie sticks. Now, as soon as he ate it, he complained that it was tasting quite bitter. His father handed him a glass of Kool-Aid to wash it down. Within minutes, Timothy began vomiting violently. He was rushed to the hospital but was pronounced dead less than half an hour later.
Timothy O'Bryan was the only child to have eaten any of it, and now friends and family are paying their final respect.
Doctors immediately suspected that it's a case of cyanide poisoning. The entire town got alerted. Cops collected every pixie sticks from the children who had received them. Initially, investigators feared a random madman targeting trick-or-treaters. But soon, suspicion turned on Timothy's own father, Ronald O'Bryan. O'Bryan was deeply in debt, over $1 million, a huge amount back in 1970s. He was about to lose his home and his car, so he hatched a plan. O'Bryan had recently taken out a $31,000 life insurance policy on both his children. Even he had called the insurance company the morning after Timothy's death to inquire about the payout. So investigators later found a pair of scissors with candy residue in O'Bryan's home. Now these are all enough proofs and a solid motive to arrest him. During his trial, prosecutors painted him as a man so desperate for money that he was willing to murder his own son and frame it as a random Halloween poisoning. On the day of his execution, outside the prison, hundreds of people gathered wearing Halloween costumes, shouting "trick or treat" and throwing candy in the air. Since then, Ronald O'Bryan became known as the Candyman. And parents, for generations thereafter, have been critically checking every candy before letting their kids have one.